Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Mortgage Coach Friday Mastermind. Thank you for giving us an hour of your time today. Remember, this is a mastermind. That means we want to hear from you. We want questions. We want comments. Let's engage as much as we can. As our special guest today, we have Mr. Bill Hillestad. What's up, Bill?
Dave, how's it going? Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for honoring us and being here. The first call you did on Facebook marketing, I mean, just blew people's minds. So thank you for that, and we're looking forward to today's call.
Very cool. We'll do it anytime. Love doing it.
Good. So, by the way, folks, if you missed that first call where Bill did, I don't want to call it Facebook 101 because it was 101, 102, and even some 103 ideas, there'll be some links below. And then we have our two co-hosts and mentors, Todd and Jen. Where are you guys, Todd and Jen?
Hi guys, we're in Atlanta. We're at a conference in Atlanta. We're both speaking, so we're actually live together here. Look at this.
How crazy is that?
We got to meet each other for the first time. Yeah.
So anyone who's near Atlanta, there's still time to see us. We both speak tomorrow, so we would love to see you here. It's the NAMBA Connect. You just go to connect2018.org, and there's some other rock stars from the community here as well.
Yeah.
Hey, what hotel is it at, guys?
Westin in Buckhead.
So go to the Westin in Buckhead, or tell your Atlanta mortgage friends that they need to go check it out. Joe Couture, our president, is speaking in the morning, and I think he flies in any minute now. So good. Well, guys, let's get into the content.
Todd? Too. So it's Realtor Day tomorrow too, so you might as well come meet some realtors or send your realtors here.
Love it. Well, hey, I'm going to show my screen real quick before I bring you in formally, Bill. I just want to go through a few posts that have been made. If you guys could confirm that you can see my screen real quick. I'm going to stop sharing my video while I go through the stuff. So can you see the screen, everybody?
Yes.
All right. So one, I want to let everybody know that I'm going to be doing a special mastermind today at 1 o'clock. I do think the Gary Keller news about the consumer savings announcement, I'm calling it the CSA. I think there's some big ideas and things that we can do as a mortgage coach community to turn that into an opportunity. So we're going to brainstorm that at 1 o'clock. Feel free to join me on that. I do want to call out for all the mortgage coach loan officers in the community that are asking for referrals in different states. Love it. Keep it up. Great use of this community. I posted something, a quote from the CEO of Zillow, and I was just surprised that there wasn't more commentary around it. I think that is pretty big news. I mean, this has been a big week of news. Zillow getting even more involved in the real estate transaction. I think we should talk about that. Not today, but a good topic. Liv, if you're on today's call, great job. Congratulations on closing your first loan, and you're a tremendous contributor in our community. I love the way you're asking questions and bringing stories. Keep it up. Mark, you always do a great job of sharing good scripts. I wanted to also showcase this post from Ed Carnacki. Ed, love your mortgage practice and how you roll. He threw out the question of, hey guys, how many basis points are you making per loan? And we're not going to talk about this on today's call, but I do think you need to be thoughtful and you need to review what your comp plan is to be competitive in today's market. Great thread. Highly recommend you guys engage around that. I'm passing some of them because I'm looking to stop on a few more. I did want to give everybody a heads up that Todd and I are going to be doing a big event called Script Palooza. We called it Script Palooza because we thought, one, it would be fun, what a cool name, and it would be memorable. But we're going to bring in some of the community's absolute best loan officers to share their scripts. So stay tuned. We'll be posting a link on that. But this is one action I'd really like to push everybody to do, is we're trying to come up with a list of all of the best scripts that you guys want. So I have two asks for everybody on this call, or if you're listening to the recording. At a minimum, vote for the scripts that you want to hear about most. So let us know what's most important. And two, let's make sure we have a good comprehensive list of all the scripts that you want to hear. So you can add an option and vote for it. So if we don't have a script that you want, add it. And at a minimum, vote for the scripts that you think are most valuable for you. That would really help Todd and I out. By the way, Todd, anything you want to add to that before we get on with the big show today?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've already seen some of the RSVPs. It's like the who's who of the best mortgage coach calls. And I think when we put all those people together, that this has the potential to be the most valuable mortgage coach call that you can ever be on. I'm super excited for it. I think it's the best idea we've ever had, Dave.
I agree. I'll second that. Wow. All the scripts. I mean, how many times have we been to script events, paid for scripts? Getting them all in one place, doing it at once, you should charge for this. This is a product.
But we're going to give it away. So we just need you guys to vote like Dave said. So we make sure that we meet your expectations and that you guys have the scripts that you need to crush it for the rest of the year.
Yeah, no doubt. And then, you know, the best scripts help you close more business. They help you improve the service experience of your clients, and they make this business more fun. You know, when you don't have great scripts, it's just not as fun. You don't get as much energy, but great scripts give you energy, give you fun, and they bring in lots of business. So check that out, and please participate when Todd and I ask questions, and when we post on this upcoming event, participate. So with that said, let's get on with the big show. I think we all know video is powerful. Video is important. There's little, simple, easy things that you can do. There's more complex things that you can do. And today we're going to learn from Bill Hillestad, you know, what he thinks the best strategies and ideas are with video. So Bill, I don't know how you want to roll. Do you want me just to start peppering you with questions, or do you want to go through some slides and walk us through some thoughts?
Dave, I'm along for the ride. I could ramble on. Todd and Jen both know that as well.
No comment.
I'm obsessed with video. It's the most powerful thing you can do, period, done, end of story. And everybody makes it way too complicated. And it doesn't need to be that complicated. And we tend to do the wrong stuff.
Well, let's do this. I'm going to ask you one question, and then I'm going to jump off camera and let you walk us through some things. But you made a pretty bold statement. It's like the most important thing. I mean, why? You know, why? Your perspective. Why?
Why is it the most powerful thing? Because by the end of the year, we're expected to have 81% of all internet traffic will be video. It just works better. I can show you examples from my own ad account because I sit and play with this stuff all the time. So I'm running ads, and I'll try 97 different ads and then put up one video, and I get 4 times the results out of the video. No matter what. I just did an event in San Diego, and just for grins, instead of shooting a video, I made a little video out of 5 PowerPoint slides and just put animations in between the slides. Literally made the whole video on PowerPoint, never touched anything else, no audio, and I still got between 2 and 3 times the number of leads out of that video that I did from anything static.
Good. Well, let's roll. I'm going to jump off camera. You've got the desktop. We will pop the camera on and come back in and ask you questions when we get them. Sound good?
All right. Where to even start? I do all these workshops on video, and it's easy when you get to spend a half a day, but really at the end of the day, what it comes down to is you're looking for lots and lots and lots of exposure, and everybody does a ton of videos. And you know what? I'm not going to do PowerPoint. It just gets too old. Let me just play with something here on YouTube. Dave, are you in Portland, more or less? Let's just say Portland mortgage.
Yep.
Just for grins. So
there we go.
Portland, not Portland. Portland mortgage. Search, and then we'll use a filter, and we'll only show channels on mortgage in Portland. And there are 195 channels, mortgage channels that loan officers have put up in Portland. I will do this for real estate, and there will be a couple thousand of them. And when I go through this and I look at this, all I see is one video, two video, whatever. And then I see somebody, oh, wow, look, this person's actually doing a bunch of videos. They've got 11 of them. And I'll jump in and go take a look at this. And almost always what I'll find is a bunch of people that have, you know, 3 views, 4 views, 5 views, and not their fault, but rule 1 is if nobody sees your video, why bother? So what I see everywhere I go, Dave, is this. I see a whole lot of people that, oh, wow, 49 videos. These people are serious. They're doing it consistently, but 59 views, 15 views, 22 views, 4 views. And then I'll show you an example of, so realtor in Austin, Texas. And this is her very first video she ever did. And it wasn't, quote, about real estate or mortgage. And if you look over here, you can see she got 41,000 views. And mind you, I'm not saying everybody's going to get 41,000 views on their first video, but you can even look at some of the other stuff. 233, 2,800. You guys know my favorite realtor that I pick on for this stuff is Chris Prickett. And you look at his views, you're getting 43, 31, 24. So I think that's the main thing we want to hit today is how do you shoot the videos and keep it really, really, really crazy simple. What equipment do you need? You don't need anything beyond what's in your pocket, really. And then how do you get a ton of views? And then how do you turn that into results and production and whatnot? So that's kind of what I thought we'd go over, Dave, is how do you make this easy instead of complicated? And then how do you get a ton of views when you do it?
All right, guys. So mortgage coach. Yeah, no, first of all, I want to throw it out to everybody. Do you have questions for Bill? Because I want to be sorting through those. And then I do want to frame, you know, call it the types of videos that a mortgage coach loan officer would create. You know, there's the total cost analysis video within the mortgage coach platform. Think of that as like a video memo for not only a client or to share a case study. So that's a mortgage coach video. There is the video like we did the referral magnet where you're shooting it with your iPhone or however you're shooting it, but you are promoting the total cost analysis, which by the way, with Gary Keller's news, this, you know, generic, you know, consumer savings acknowledgement, total cost analysis trumps that thing. So I think there's a big opportunity to do that. And then there's videos that you're creating for Facebook, for LinkedIn, or not Facebook, for Facebook, YouTube, that are ads, you know, and Bill's that's gonna be what we're gonna focus most on, is think of it as videos that you would use to promote in Facebook or in a YouTube channel to help you close more loans, to help you get more leads. Is that fair enough to say, Bill?
Yeah, I think you kind of nailed it. There's several types of videos, but for me, it's basically there's videos or content, anything you do, any post that you're doing for the viewer, and then videos that you do for ourselves. And probably the most common mistake people that do participate and do shoot a lot of videos do, everything's for them. It's all about me, 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 me. Let me tell you about my company. Let me tell you about my products. Let me tell you about my stuff. And people care about themselves. So in Gary Vaynerchuk ease, jab, 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 right hook, 3/4 of your videos need to be for the people that you want to view. And then 1/4, 20 to 25% of them, every 4th or 5th video is for you. It's got a call to action. And I love the TCA. I want to talk about the TCA promo video, the contest that you guys had, because I think there's an opportunity in that goes way above and beyond as far as lead gen. But in between, you want to stay on people's radar. Last time we talked about how you can convert everybody from LinkedIn, Facebook, emails, whatever, into an audience on Facebook so that they all see your videos, or the overwhelming majority, whereas normally only about 3 to 6% of people see what you post. Well, this is the greatest way in the world to just stay in front of them and make them think you're a cool person. Great way to build your audience and build your following. But then in between, like I said, every third or fourth time, let's talk about me. Let's talk about my product. Let's talk about the total cost analysis that I can perform for you. Let's have you click down below, that kind of thing. But in between, you just want to just keep it up there for them. So yeah, it's me videos and you videos. And I want to make sure people know how to do both.
You know, one thing I think true, right? And all the Gary Vee stuff, you know, I recently spent some time with Gary. It was super cool. And, you know, he always talks about don't create document. And so I think there's an opportunity for you as loan officers who are like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, buy the little tripod that Bill was just showing. That's actually what's holding up our camera here today. You know, stick it on your desk. And next time you're on the phone with a client, you're giving them advice, you can record that conversation. Now, you can't obviously post up any private data, but when you're explaining to them about the total cost analysis and why it's important and you do it, or you're explaining to them about the annual mortgage review and what it is and why you're doing it, then you're going to record that and you can snip that part of the video down, and that's the content that you're going to put out there to educate your borrowers, because in the end, that's going to be the difference of you building a personalized mortgage experience that's education based for your clients, and you're doing it every day. You're just not documenting it as you do it. So I think that is really critical. And then, hey, Bill, we got a question from the audience with regards to putting the Facebooks. Are you putting the videos? Are you mounting them on YouTube and Facebook, vice versa, linking it from Facebook to YouTube? How are you suggesting that do that?
We don't have enough time today to go into all this, but a simple rule for you. You want to put them up everywhere, but really, Facebook is where you go for views. So if you want to get a lot of views on your videos, they're being loaded native to Facebook. And it's more of an advanced strategy, if you want to rank, if what you're looking for is search engine traffic and you want to become the world's leading authority on a topic, that kind of thing, that's what you use YouTube for. But Facebook for views, YouTube for rankings. Guys, don't think rankings are a big deal. I've got about 10,000 page one rankings, and I'd rather have Facebook ads than all those rankings easily. So as a rule of thumb, Facebook's going to be way more important to you. That's where you're going to go for your viewership. Answer the question, Todd?
Thank you. Hey, Bill, I have a question for you. So, I mean, piggybacking on what Todd was saying, I think, you know, you can record a conversation with a client, but the other thing is that, you know, we're asked 1,000 questions a day by people, and that is your content right there. You know, every time someone says, well, what is PMI? Do you understand PMI? No, not really. That's a question, right? When I make my mortgage payment, does it have the HOA or condo fee in it? No, it doesn't. That's another question, you know, and those are great things to push up. But one of the things I wanted to ask you is, do you think videos with loan officers going to different places around the town are better, or is it, you know, like interviewing somebody? So Todd and I, you know, he was an owner of a cafe or whatever, you know, is that a better video that gets more views, or is it better just for me to be here talking about something that I'm giving to my clients? Which do you think is, or me being someplace by myself?
A great topic. Honestly, that could be a whole day by itself. So, or a whole hour. He or she with the most friends wins. That's it. Period. Done. End of story. It's about making people remember you and about making people like you. So what's going to be best is whatever people want to see. So if you can really be honest with yourself and say, who wants to watch this? And if I'm doing that YouTube strategy and there's a time and a place for, you know, talking about how escrow works or, you know, PMI, that kind of thing. But if I'm going to be posting stuff to Facebook, I don't care. You know what? I love all this mortgage stuff, but I don't really, as a consumer, care what the 30 years doing. I'm way more interested in the new restaurant that opened down the street or whatever. And that's where these cool strategies come in. And am I sharing a screen, or can I share my screen again? It looks like I am.
You're sharing. Yeah,
oh,
we see it.
So look at this. Kenny Klaus, this is his first video that he ever did. By the way, Kenny's down in Mesa, Arizona, not a particularly high price point area, and yet he did 128 million last year. And he does these so consistently. My phone's blowing up all the time because I'm on the account. But this is an interview with the dry cleaner. And what the hell does that have to do with real estate or mortgage? And hey, Kenny Klaus Team Realty, we're here with Mike from Dry Cleaner. So tell us. And at the end of it, he's made a good friend out of Mike McClanahan. And even though there wasn't technically a lot of views on this, at the end of it, Mike is so excited because Kenny's done something to help him grow his business that he wants to know what he can do for Kenny. And 3 years later, every dry cleaning order is still going out with a Kenny Klaus Team business card stapled to it. Well, Kenny knows he's onto something, and hundreds of interviews now, and he's good friends with damn near every business owner in Mesa. And that's when I was showing Chris Prickett. That's when he decided he wanted to take over his community of Anthem, Arizona, about 13,000 homes in Anthem. And he gets about 20 to 30,000 views a month on his videos. And it's all interviews with other people because everybody else cares about this. And no, he doesn't sell himself. I'm not going, hey, use me for loans. But I always say what I do. I've always got my clothes at the end. I've always got my logo on the screen. I'm always reminding people. And then, like I said, about every fourth or fifth video, bam, now you hit them with something about mortgage, about pre-qual, sending a referral, whatever, getting your, even if you didn't do your last loan with me, I'm still more than happy to do your annual mortgage review. You know, never ever do a loan without a total cost analysis. This is what people want to see, and not just interviews. There's a lot of topics that you can pick on and use. I like to go find existing content on the web that's doing good, that's viral, and share it. See if I can show you an example. And mind you, I only do these as demos for clients. I don't actually post my own stuff. But I went and found an article about these super sheds. So instead of sharing the video, because we all have millions of views, I just took all this stuff and reshot my own video and talked about these, you know, as a realtor, I'm constantly finding people the perfect home or almost perfect home, but it's missing a music room, place for Nana to stay, office, whatever, you know. But you know what? I think I might have found the answer. Check these out. And then I just run through this whole video and yak away. Well, I just shared something else that was viral with my little intro. Let me just give you the perfect example. Jessica Riffle Edwards is the #1 realtor on YouTube. And by the way, no editing software, no cameras, no intro stingers or music or any of that stuff. Jessica and her cell phone, that's it. Except every now and then she'll do these spoof music videos. And her #1 video ever is Call Me Maybe. So let's just click on that and do a search for it. Jessica Riffle Edwards, Call Me Maybe. And there you go. So yeah, let's take a look at her #1 video. And you get into this and go, well, wait, what? Malcolm McEwen from Coldwell Banker? And you realize that it's not even Jessica, it's Malcolm doing an intro or a commentary on her video and then rolling to her video. And I don't think Jessica minds because he just drove all this traffic to her, but he ends up outranking her for her own video. He's got 12,000 views. I don't like the video, by the way, because he spent 1.5 minutes or 1 minute and 35 seconds introducing her. But if you take a piece of content and alter it for editorial commentary, demonstration, example, or critique purposes under fair use law, you've created new content. So stop sharing videos, go find real live viral content, and then just record your commentary and bookend it. Talk about it, and then talk about it at the end, and you get to use a clip from that video in the thumbnail. And by the way, you can go to google.com/trends/hot videos and see all the brand new, hottest, most trending videos and use those. And trust me, I can find a way to tie almost anything back to some reference to mortgage or real estate or whatever. And if not, again, just like on Chris's stuff that I was showing, you go to any of these videos, and let's pause it. I don't actually want to see it. But there's always a watermark, a logo on it down in the bottom right corner. There you go. And by the way, these microphones with the flags are $4. The mics that we get are about 25 bucks a piece. Plug right into your cell phone. Honestly, a lot of people don't even plug them into their phone. They just like to have them because it has the flag and it has their logo on it. And the secret to doing this is that, yes, he always introduces himself as, you know, Chris Prickett from Prickett Realty, blah, blah, blah. Always has his sign off at the end where he plugs himself or plugs his business. But it's all about, in this case, Hannah from Salon Eclectic. I get to tag Hannah from Salon Eclectic. So all her friends are going to see it. See, the key is you got to have a lot of engagement on video. And it's that initial engagement that makes it get shown to a bunch of people. And you've got to have some boost because organic search is a lie. There's no such thing as organic search. But this video ends up with 6,800 views. Not because Chris is amazing and dynamic. And Chris, you're amazing and dynamic, but not nearly as much as Hannah and all the other stylists that are there that you get to tag in the video, and all their friends are commenting, wow, fantastic, love the new whatever, thumbs up, sharing it, and all that activity from their friends. That's what drives this. That's what makes this so powerful and so effective. And it's just a little reminder of what business he's in. And then we get down to every fourth or fifth video, it's time to run an ad. And when I'm running an ad, all I'm doing is putting up because there's no difference. And on Facebook, everything gets boosted, everything gets some money behind it because there's no such thing as organic reach. It's a lie. Any conference you go to that talks about organic, no, walk away. They don't know what they're talking about. You're leaving so much money on the table. Doing social without some money behind it it's taking a bicycle to a car race. It's just ridiculous. It only takes 5, 10, 20 bucks to get this kind of, I think there's a $20 auto boost behind all this. And now you see 6,800, 46, 12, 2,600, 22. That makes this stuff work. And when I say advertisement, all an ad is a post with a call to action. And so all you have to do is put something up that says, if you'd like more information, click down below to get or contact me, or click the apply now button. And that's all there really is to it. I'll show you examples. I mentioned doing a video marketing ad where I was, as an experiment, I just did a PowerPoint, no talking, no nothing. And here's my results, and you can see how much I spent, my cost per click, and what worked, and what audiences, and all the tracking. But really, at the end of the day, I was getting registrants for a seminar, live event at $9.84 is what I spent per person that signed up for the event. And you can see it starts off a little low, and then it climbs up, and it came down. Then my cost went, and this is when I was shutting off the ones that weren't working. Over the weekend, the cost goes back up. There it is. Well, what is it? Really? Well, it's just a quick little video with a button. So let me just show an ad. There we go. Show details. Come on. And let's view that one on Facebook. And I literally snapped a photo of a couple different things, grabbed a couple pictures, completely on the fly. Oh, by the way, Square videos pull between 1/3 and 100% more engagement. So always, whenever possible, you want to make a Square video. It also allows for this text and whatnot. And I have this running on super high speed. Sorry about that. But that's all it was. Video marketing workshop for realtors. Don't miss this live workshop, blah, blah, blah. I get to put my caption there. I've got and that's all I did. It's just a straight up PowerPoint. And by the way, on PowerPoint, you can set your transitions. And if you go up to file, you can say export as movie. and it'll say how much time do you want per slide, and if you say 4 seconds, that's it, you're done. And then down at the bottom, you put your button, and mine was sign up, and when you click on sign up, it just goes to the sign up form and gathers their information, and that's all there is to it. So Dave, this is the one that I think that everybody would like to get to. And by the way, once you put one of these up and you test them and you try different headlines and you try different stuff, you never know what's going to work. And you test it and you find one that works and they've got a $9 lead cost. Well, I can go back in anytime I want and hit play on this. And obviously I wouldn't, because this one was for February, whatever, 20th. But I could go back in anytime I want. Here we go. And it's a play and a pause button on Facebook. And just hit play. And whatever my budget's set to, I can jack the budget up, lower it down, whatever. But I can get all the leads I want, wherever I want. So, man, if you, and I looked at the contest videos, and I love what everybody did. But I think with the right TCA invitation video, I'm betting that somebody can get a lead cost down below even $10 and good leads. These aren't like leads you buy. These are people connecting with you personally, directly. You've got all their contact information. You got them on Facebook. You can communicate with them on Facebook or call them and by the way, when you use Facebook, they don't have to fill out their phone number or their email, so you don't get all that bad data. It auto-populates from Facebook. So all they got to do is just go click, yep, that's me, submit. You can ask other questions if you want to, but I try not to make people type. So,
hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Bill, so I want to make sure everybody, one gets their questions answered, and there's been some good questions. I just want to confirm for everybody. Bill is saying you can create great videos with your mobile phone and a good mic, or even use the mics I use. I did just post a question in our Facebook group, Mortgage Coach Productivity Mastermind, saying, how are you recording and what microphone are you using for your videos? So check out that and let's see what the community is using. I use my iPhone and these mics all the time. I do have a lapel mic, it's less than $50 that I use sometimes when I'm, kind of recording things in a more formal way. And when I'm doing live interviews, I have kind of a dual lapel mic for live interviews. So you've also covered what I would kind of put in the categories. Most of what you said is kind of like the jab, even interviews, while you can monetize the interview and you're asking for business, that's a jab, right? It's not a right hook. And
it's making people pay attention to you, notice you, get to know you, get to like you. Know, like, and trust. That's what it's all about.
Know, like, and trust, and follow your content. So interviews of local professionals, no brainer. I think that's a great idea for the mortgage coach community. You started to talk about right hooks, and I do want to talk. We're about halfway through this, and I want to see what Todd wants, but I do want to make sure we talk about kind of TCA right hook type videos, because I know you reviewed some of those. Todd, did you have a question before I throw a question at Bill? Or Jen?
No, I just watched the question. And I definitely think people have some questions, because you're showing people like Kenny and Mr. Prickett, who are realtors, and they're only doing interviews, so they're not seeing the content mix that you're talking about. So I think what they want to kind of help them understand is the video content from a loan perspective. So it's right where you're driving, Dave, which I think is great. Hey, Dave, also people are asking where those contest videos are, because that was done last year. So maybe you can put down in the video on YouTube where to find those on the Facebook or on our Mortgage Coach YouTube page, so people can find those there. And then lastly, of course, Bill, at some point people want to know how to find you so they can pick your brain and ask you questions. The busiest guy I know in the intelligence business. So good luck with that one. Anything else you want to add, Jen?
No, I think that's fine. No, we were just watching the questions, want to make sure we got some questions as you were talking about the posts and boosting them as well. So, no, keep going.
All right, so I'm just going to try and throw out some. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, I will post our referral magnet playlist below. So if you're watching this and you do, it will be below. And when I turn off the camera in a minute, I will put a link to that in the GoToWebinar control panel. But we had a contest we call the referral magnet. I'll put a playlist to all the entries, and I'll put a playlist to the winners. Back to you, Bill.
All right, so I'm so bummed that I didn't know about that, and I know that I legally can't, you know, put that stuff out there and market because I'm not a loan officer, but damn it, I really, really want to play in that. I would love if we could do something in the future, because I'm betting I can make a knob out of the TCA, the referral magnet stuff. And let me just use that as an example of how to make the right hook video. First off, headlines are everything. Headlines and teasers at the beginning of the video. Here, show you a really painful, embarrassing example. Here we go. I was speaking in Denver. The event promoters asked me to shoot a video, so I got up. I'm in a hotel room late at night, put on a jacket and shirt, shot this video, sent it to them. They ran it as a Facebook ad, got back to me a couple days later and said, hey, it's not working. We're at $192 per sign up for the event, running that thing. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know this was going to be an ad. So this video, just talking head like we all do, right? All I did was went and found a 6-second clip on, I don't know, YouTube Hot Videos or Google Hot Videos. And then I put this headline on it. So headlines and upfronts. People are scrolling through Facebook with their thumb. It's all happening on a phone. Something has to make me stop and click. And a talking head is never going to make somebody talk and click, or it's going to make two people. But when I put the word Zillow, it's called a tribal headline, meaning I know it applies to me. If I say, hey, Chandler, Arizona, hey, Atlanta, whatever, wait, is that for me? No realtor can scroll past the word Zillow without stopping for a split second. Videos autoplay, so the first 7 seconds are a throwaway. So I just found this clip, put my headline on it, put that on the front of the video. Next day, standing room only, 93 signups on the last day, $3.81. $192 down to $3.81. And the only difference was that little clip at the beginning of the video. So headlines are, and whatever you put on the beginning, and it doesn't have to be a funny clip. It just can't just be nobody's going to click on a talking head. So there's a document up on my website on the resource thing. If you go here, if not, just Google BuzzSumo headlines and look at this study, 100 million headlines. So Will Make You averages 8,961 engagements per 100,000 views. And this is why, and can we guess? While if I go down to, let's look at some of the worst, the risks of not doing your total cost analysis, well, 43 engagements. I keep a spreadsheet version that we made of this so that, and it's also up on that same resource center I was talking about, so that I always refer to it. So if I'm trying to make a headline, I'm trying to use one of these phrases in the headline. It's also got opening phrases, closing phrases, what numbers to use, what numbers not to use, the optimal number of characters. So if I'm going to do a TCA video, I need to grab people's attention. Think from their point of view. They don't care about mortgage stuff. You got to stop them in their tracks. Once upon a time, we put together a little white paper called Credit Traps, the 27 biggest scams, tricks, and gimmicks that lenders, unscrupulous lenders, use to separate you from your hard-earned dollars. We were getting 30,000 downloads a month on that. People love to learn about the traps, the tricks, the gimmicks, the risks. So on the mortgage, on the total cost analysis, if I could open on that, and this is just my take, and again, I'm more flippant and tongue-in-cheek, but if I could open on that with something that made me curious, made the viewer curious, like, how about this is why you can't trust lenders, would be my headline, something like that. And then I would come on and say, look, let's see, I'm going to make this up on the fly. APRs, APRs, interest rates, escrow fees, transfer fund fee, tax, whatever, messenger, all, I would come up with a whole bunch of crazy fees, but I would say blah, 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 blah. What is all this stuff? But at the end of the day, it's all a bunch of smoke and mirrors. The mortgage industry tends to be a bunch of smoke and mirrors because you don't care what your fees are and you don't care what your interest rate is. The only thing you care about is what is the total cost of this mortgage or of this home. How much money are you going to spend that isn't going towards your home? And so that, and that's really, Dave, what I loved about Josh Meadows' video was he kind of hit on that, but you want to hit it really hard and you want to try to work some of this kind of stuff into your headline. But when I put up a headline like that that says interest rate, fees, whatever, it's all a bunch of smoke and mirrors. At the end of the day, the only thing you care about is the total cost of your home or your loan. Yes, there are government disclosure documents, but they're no more clear than all the IRS and other government documents. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the total cost. Any lender that isn't doing a total cost analysis and showing you what, blah, 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 is a lender you probably want to avoid because they're not showing you the only thing you actually care about, which is your money. Because I don't care what you name it, whether it's underwriting fees, doc fees, messenger fees, or interest, it's your money. And if you make a short, sweet, punchy video that takes a jab at the rest of the industry that's not treating it this way, and you use a punchy headline, an attention-grabbing headline, you're going to kill it. And by the way, don't just come up with one headline. Come up with 5 headlines. Take the same video, put those 5 headlines on it, test them, and see which one pulls best. I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
Don't be sorry. You are killing it. We actually had one of our participants saying that you've been so generous and transparent. They're like, I want his address so I can send you a gift. So you're killing it. I'll let you decide.
Anybody that wants to do total cost analysis videos, we need to come up with a contest. You need to, everybody, if you want to play, you need to be willing to spend $100. Because I hear this all the time. I put $20 in and I don't have any leads yet. Guys, I think I spent about 12 grand last year, and all I do is play around with this stuff. It takes real money. Let's face it, if I can buy loans for $500 to $1,000 a piece, how many can I buy? It's like buying $20 bills for $5. It takes real money. It takes real experimentation. You got to be committed. But at the end of the day, you're going to see crazy, unbelievable results. So hey, yeah, Bill, put up $100. Put up $100. I'll help anybody make videos. We'll find the magic. We'll find the magic bullet, Dave.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
You have the video that you did for me on the spoof. Do you have the spoof video?
Gosh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let that load up in the background. And by the way, this is a perfect example of I just want people to get to know and like you. Forbes says it best. Authentic is the new sexy. Yeah, let's go with that one. People love whatever's okay. Yes.
What Jen's not telling you, she doesn't want to run this video, so you have to vote after you see it whether or not you think that Jen should run this video.
Yeah, this is
time out, guys. Let's do this because, you know, and Bill, if you get to a point where you can play it, great. But I'd also love it. Maybe we could forward that into the Mortgage Coach group, and people could, you know, give commentary and thoughts on it.
It's a perfect example, and everybody could do one like this. It's a great example.
So Bill, let's do this. I mean, would you be game? Because I did that contest a couple times, and by the way, I shared links to the videos, all the entries, and the winner or winners in our Facebook group. So there's a link in there right now for anybody that wants to check it out. But would you be game over the next couple of weeks? Let's do, you know, call it the Bill Hillestad mortgage coach referral magnet, and we get people to submit. You and I pick the winners, and then I'll fund $100 for the top 2 videos. So I'll put in $200, and the 2 winners. And would you help 1 judge it, and then 2 maybe give some advice to help the 2 winners promote it and see if they can, generate some leads and loans.
I'll help everybody. I can't do it, individually one at a time. But if we have a group, someplace where, because I'll answer questions, I think we should have some sort of communal group dialogue, trying to come up with that perfect headline, the perfect video opener. I'll do some mock-ups and examples myself and try some. And then we all just start sharing. And look, marketing's best played as a team sport. If we all got together, everybody that's in this community, and we shared what we were testing, what the results were, what was working, we would run into those $3.81 lead miracle, whatever. And then it's just a knob. It's a knob you can turn anytime you want more leads. And it just works. So yeah, heck yeah, let's figure out something, put it out to everybody. But if you're gonna do this, like I said, folks, you gotta put a little money into it. If you're gonna play the video game, professional isn't the name. Cell phones, the Bentley commercials on TV right now were shot on cell phones. The Sundance Film Festival winner last year was shot on cell phones. You need your selfie pole that you can set your cell phone in. And the mic that Dave was talking about, Movo lavalier dual, $30, perfect sound. You can put 2 people at once, made for a cell phone. That's it. That's all the equipment you're ever going to need, unless you wanted the interview mic for looks. You're going to drop another $30, $40 on that. And then it's just about putting stuff up and putting stuff up and putting stuff up. And by the way, I had to show this. What I do, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't make this stuff up. You want to go find other people that are succeeding. And here's a little side tip for everybody. If you do a search on Google and say site : then Google will only search the site that you put in next. So when I say site : facebook.com, and then I say NMLS, well, it's going to search Facebook for anything that has NMLS. So I know these are loan officers, right? And then in quotes, which means an exact match, if I put K views, the only thing that will have K views, exact match, will be something with 3.3K views or 16K views, more than 1,000 views. So this is all the mortgage videos on Facebook that have more than 1,000 views. And I do that search, and I sit and I dig through and I look at all these things until I run across something like this. Aaron Alvarez, dude, if I get to meet you, Aaron, if you're out there somewhere, I love this guy's stuff. But this is where, yeah, he nails it. He does the interviews and stuff, but he does his market updates and combines them from the restaurants and things like that. Funny spoof videos. Look, my November market update includes whatever, looks like pulled pork and curly fries or something. He does the videos with the realtors on all the home tours, but he goes out and does them with the realtors and makes the realtors look great. Cool stuff, but just quick, easy, doing it. Dave, I just want people to dive in and start to do some stuff and start to boost it. And with those little boosts, you'll see what works and you'll see what gets the views and what doesn't. And my suggestion is put a $5 boost on everything. Anything that seems to be doing better than average, throw 20 at it, throw 50 at it. You want a lot of exposure, and make sure that you're always doing it to the same audience, the same people over and over and over.
Okay,
I'm
guys.
sorry, I got completely off the contest.
No, you're killing it. We got 10 minutes left. So we are gonna run a contest. Bill and I will announce the winner on May 1st, Tuesday, May 1st, at our coaching call. And we will just be conducting this in our Facebook group. So if you do want to submit a mortgage coach total cost analysis, referral magnet video, do it on our Facebook group. I will post the rules for it in a LinkedIn article. Bill and I will nail that. So stay tuned for more information on that. If you do have questions for Bill, we got 10 more minutes, and we will try to make sure we get your questions. Ron, we will get Jen's spoof. By the way, do we have approval to put that link to that spoof video in the Facebook group? Bill and Jen, are you cool with that?
In our Facebook group, yeah. My version is on my YouTube channel. Bill has ramped it up.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to do a demo of how you play with the video. And so I took one of Jen's videos that I thought was really cool and just kind of played around with it. And I might have got a little over the edge. I'm not sure.
Hey, Bill, let's go before in there so we can see what it looked like before, and then let's see what it looked like after. That would be awesome.
Love that. So, hey, Bill, you don't need to do it right now. So let's just say.
I think he's
good.
Yeah, don't worry about. Yeah, but guys, within the next half hour to an hour, the before and after will be in there. We'll be doing that. I do want to remind everybody on this call that there's a lot of other videos that you can and should be doing, and I want to riff through those with Bill real quick.
Yeah, please. I need to hit a couple of those just because I can give you a couple guaranteed home runs. People need a couple ringers, a couple sure things. I got a couple of them that you can't fail at.
Well, let's make sure we hit those. So, Bill, I want to nail two videos. One, I just met with a realtor, and I record either the total cost analysis video, or maybe I record a video and I text it to them, or I Facebook message it to them. So if you could just speak to call it the one-off videos, that's like, hey, we met, and you're either texting it, Facebook messaging it, or you're using the Mortgage Coach TCA platform. Could you just speak to some of the videos that you think every loan officer should be creating and doing within their process? And then let's close out with the ringer videos that you talked about.
Yeah, and most of what I do is marketing. I'm just a marketing guy. My job is making the phone ring. So on the one-off stuff, I'm a big fan just because I want people to get to know me or you, of using video in email, and I constantly do it, and it doesn't have to cost anything, by the way. Just as an example, if I were to compose a video, I don't know if you guys can see my composition, but look, record and send video email. I click on that, and right now it won't let me because we're using the camera, but that's it. It records me, puts it in my video, and sends it. I don't need to pay for any services, and I love BombBomb and Wistia and all those other, but yeah, this is free. It's just called Cloud HQ, and it's built into the Google Screencast store. So the videos that you need to send, you need to be doing it for a lot of the stuff you do, period, and just making it a habit. Really, for me, you need high energy. You need to mention their name. You need to look the camera in the eye. I know I got a bad habit because I got monitors everywhere. And let them know that you just make yourself real. Let them know you care. It's all about being authentic. Like I said, it's he or she who has the most friends. But then I think the real value comes when you can show them some tricks, because if you can point to a video that you have up with 5,000 views or 10,000 views, they're going to want your superpower. And now you have this ability to share with them. And I think that, personally, Todd, Jen, both of you guys too, that's probably the biggest business getter you can get. It's not the video lead gen you can do, and we're going to crush that with the TCA stuff, but it's your ability to share this with other referral partners, financial planners, realtors, etc.
Love that.
What about you, Dave? What are your best videos?
Gosh, well, I tend to focus on the sales videos in the sales process, but I want to keep this call focused on you and marketing. I will put a link, by the way. I did an hour mastermind with Jen and Todd and a bunch of other loan officers where you can get the videos I do, but hey, I'm here to learn from you. And in terms of creating videos that generate leads, I mean, you are the guru there. So let's, in this last 5 minutes, let's make sure we get some of your, I can't remember what you called it, but just like, you know, these winners that you're sitting on.
Winners. They're guaranteed winners. We want the guaranteed ones, Bill. Let's go.
Yeah, right. Bring it.
So look, when everybody goes to that resource, whatever document, billhillestad.com/resources, my PowerPoints are up there. Everything's up there. I've got complete lists of all the video types, how to do them, how to do the interviews, whatever. But I'm going to give you a couple sure things. Two of them that I really, really, really love. One is charitable events. Anytime something's going on, here we go. Imagine this video. Hey, it's Bill Hillestad, and I'm here with so-and-so from the Humane Society. So, Tom, what do we have going on? Oh, well, Pet Adoption Day in the park this Saturday. Come on down. Oh, dog in the video, puppy, cat, whatever. That's it, everybody. And this can be, it doesn't have to be for Pet Adoption Day. It's a fun run in the park, 5K fun run for breast cancer, whatever. Hey, it's Bill Hillestad, your favorite loan officer. Nothing about loans today. I'm actually here with something that's, you know, near and dear to my heart. We're having this event. Come on down. Well, when I do that, and it doesn't have to be a big deal, like the car wash. Hey, I'm here with the team captain and the head coach from the girls volleyball team. Ladies, what do we got going? Oh, new uniforms, raising money, car wash. It's Saturday. Walgreens parking lot. Come on down. Everybody, we got to help these girls get their uniforms. Be sure and share this video. Need your comments, need your, you know, whatever. Anytime you're promoting somebody else, you get to be way more emphatic, way more passionate. All of those people that follow, whatever it is, the Humane Society, the students, the parents, the, you know, volleyball, whatever, they're all going to share, they're all going to comment. That engagement is what drives it. These videos get massive, massive viewership with small boost budgets. And everybody loves you because you're constantly giving back. Hey, it's Bill the loan officer, but I'm not here to talk to you about loans today. Blah, 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 blah. And you just help. And I mean, Dave, I love it. Every time somebody wants me to sponsor a golf tournament, I'll go you one better. I'll promote it. I'll whatever. And that's it. The promo video, the charity videos, get involved with a couple charities, local stuff, local events are best. And you'll nail it. So there's one. That's the easiest view videos you'll ever get. And by the way, when you're targeting on Facebook, I can target people who contribute to the Humane Society on top of my regular database, or people who love dogs. And so I'm guaranteed to get big results. Guaranteed. Next, if you're looking for a way to make realtors need you, love you, worship you, this is my little secret weapon. $250 to $300 360 camera. I put it on the same selfie pole. This one is the Ricoh Theta S, and it's the one where you can take your phone and look around as if you can, if you know, like you were in the house. It's the one video nobody can screw up because there is no framing, there is no photography involved. You set this to the eye level, set it on the counter. You're in the great room in the house. It's filming everything, and I mean everything. You can look down and see the counters. You can check out the crown molding, and it's like a Matterport video, but instead of costing $400, $500, $600, it's free, and it has the realtor in it, so it has the brand impact, and all. And this is the secret: you go out with the realtor, set it up, shoot. You control it from your phone. Shoot that video with them. I wish I could do one on just this. Shoot that video with them the first time. When you put that, and it uploads straight to Facebook from your phone, no editing, no nothing. You put that up, you put in a couple stills of the different rooms so they can look around and see the whole inside of the house, and you boost that. Have the realtor boost it. Their budget, I'm not going to pay for anything, but $100. Put $100 on it. When you set your audience nice and broad for that one, I want anybody between these ages within 10 miles of this home. So I've got at least 50, preferably 100,000 people in my target audience. $100 boost should almost always put you over 10,000 views. A lot of variables and things that can change it. But Facebook loves 360 video. They put the little 360 symbol on it. When people are scrolling by, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Hey, look at that. I can see everything. And it's going to get them 10,000 plus views. When a realtor is able to go in and sit down with John Q. homeowner and say, look, there's a lot of things that make a great realtor, but let's face it, at the end of the day, the odds of finding that one perfect buyer for your home go up dramatically if we get more exposure. It's directly related to how much exposure we get for your home. So I really focus on that. As a matter of fact, I'll do a 360 video like this one and I'll show them one. I'll get you a minimum of 10,000 views for that video, and I'll guarantee that. If nothing else, when you're out judging or what I'm talking to other people, I highly recommend that you go check them out on Facebook, go check them out on YouTube, wherever else they advertise, and see what kind of exposure they're getting for you. And if they're not getting you at least 10,000 views, you probably want to move on, or at least getting you 5 or 10, whatever. But the whole idea, and I know because I had an agent in the business for just over a month take her very first listing when she implemented this strategy. It was a $2.35 million listing. She was up against some of the top agents in the country for it. And the buyer was just like, yeah, I don't care how awesome you are and how great you are and what awards you've won. I want viewership. And she knew she might spend 100 or 200 bucks, but with this little camera, with that view, and then I just have the camera. Anytime the agent wants to borrow it, they can stop by and borrow it from me and shoot it. I'll post it for them. It's their account. I'm telling you, if I present to 50 realtors, 45 of them want to work with me after that. So sorry that one was long, but that's my other secret weapon.
Fantastic. That was a great close to today's call. Remember, folks, this call is recorded. So there were a couple of people that like, hey, Bill, tell us this again. Bill, show us that again. It's recorded. It's in our YouTube channel. Check it out. Bill, both of those strategies were huge. And I would love to get an example of, call it the best, or not the best, a great example of a loan officer doing a charity video in our community. I'd love to get an example or two so a loan officer can see, hey, this is exactly what Bill's talking about. So let's keep an eye out for those, and let's get those shared in the community.
Absolutely.
Folks, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to take the recording of this, and when we have it, I'm going to post it in our group. And if you put questions and comments, Bill and I will try to get back to you on those, or we'll give you a breadcrumb to it. And then remember, guys, we are doing a contest. We will announce a winner on May 1st. Also, reminder, at 1 o'clock today, I'm going to be doing a special mastermind to talk about how do we turn this, Gary Keller consumer savings acknowledgement, CSA, how do we turn that into something that helps the mortgage coach community showcase your value and actually get more leads? I believe there's a way to do it. Let's get together and brainstorm. Todd and Jen, any last comments before we wrap up today's call?
No, and other than Bill, you just amaze us. It's amazing the knowledge that you have there, and we just thank you for contributing to our group here.
Yeah, we had a lot of you hang out till the end and overtime. So thank you, Bill. Thank you, Dave, Jen. It's always a pleasure to be here in the community, and great job crushing it as always.
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, everybody.
Go ahead, Bill.
I was going to say on this contest, last thought, everybody enter this because it's not about winning. It's not about being judged. You will come away with the revenue producing asset that you can use. You will come away with the lead generation machine. Everybody wins. There's no losing in this contest because to me, it's not a contest. I just want everybody to have this and to start sharing what works so that we can play off each other because in this day and age, getting business should never be an issue. You should be able to get as much as you want, whenever you want, as long as you pick something and focus and go deep on that thing and execute.
Well, and you have to execute. I love it because Jen is sitting here on her phone. She ordered the tripod that I have that you recommended. She just ordered the Theta camera. She's rolling. So you guys need to catch up with her. Let's get executing, people.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks,
Dave.
All right, guys. So,
Right.
hey, Bill, as always, thank you for the hour of time. I hope to see a number of you on our 1 o'clock mastermind. And stay tuned. Bill Hillestad will be back soon. And as Bill said, I'm looking forward to seeing all the referral magnet videos from you guys. Take care, everybody. Have an awesome weekend.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.